What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Talk is Deep show.
That's right, folks. Hey, you guys know what really grinds my gears?
What?
The idea of cancel culture. You know what that is? You know what that is? You know what that is? You know what that is?
You know what? You define it. What is it?
I was really hoping you would define it. That's why I asked abruptly. But here we go. At the top of my head, I don't have Jersey. Okay. So cancel culture is this idea that as a society, when someone does something wrong, or heinous, or unspeakable, kind of morally wrong, society as a whole must cancel them. They must ruin their
What's
career.
Cancel?
Cancel,
I don't know English like that.
as in pretty much publicly outcast, condemn, and just like go away.
Haters.
They must be stopped. They must be dealt with, and they must be condemned. That's what I think cancel culture means.
It's like a boycott.
That's right.
For the internet.
For it could be for a company, it could be for a person, it could be for a policy. I don't know. Anything can be canceled these days.
Who would you cancel?
Oh, you first of all, because that. No, I'm kidding.
The show.
No, the show. Yeah, this show number 1 is on my list. First of all, have you guys seen LCS rants? No, I'm kidding. Who would I cancel? I think we all want to cancel Donald Trump, but that's like a whole nother issue to deal with.
I think everyone would be fine with that.
I think Congress is in process of that right now.
No, they're not.
But in cases of being canceled that I think is wrong, though, what comes to mind, Kevin Hart. You guys remember a few weeks ago when Kevin Hart was all set, no, a few months ago, Kevin Hart was set to host the Oscars. It was this man's lifelong dream to be one of the first black men to host the Oscars, and he got it. And right when he was at the height of his success, somebody dug up a tweet from the past, maybe like in 2010 for this man, that he made homophobic comments, right? That's what happened.
What was his comments?
I cannot repeat them because I have friends.
Will be demonetized immediately.
So,
My mom. Mochi, go! Dylan. Yeah, why don't my feet? Okay, Mochi, go.
Mochi, you're canceled. Get out.
Mochi,
And what did he tweet about?
man, she spit up my mouth. Okay, so what did she tweet about? I mean, what did he tweet about? I cannot repeat what he said because, well, they're offensive for a reason, so I can't repeat it. And I have a lot of supporters from the LGBT community.
Name 5. Don't say LGBT.
Man, you know what? Elemental
Lady
P.
Gaga, Beyonce, telephone.
Oh, that's a hit song. Oh, my voice cracked. So basically, he said some pretty, at the time, which is no excuse, but at the time, insulting, doing homophobic jokes were kind of past. Like it was kind of like a norm to do it. So he said some things that were in the era it was okay, but he understands now that it's wrong. He understands now how hurtful it can be, and he's grown as a person maturely since then, right? And this is my argument. Despite him doing that growth as a human being, the community still decides that they want to cancel him. They want to ruin his career. They want to condemn him as a homophobic, hating man, despite him not doing anything like that since that. You know what I mean? I think it's fair. I don't know him personally, but I can definitely say that I'm pretty sure
He seems aight.
He seems aight. Like, I'm pretty sure Kevin Hart don't hate gay people now. You know what I mean?
He cheated on his wife.
Okay, well, that's a whole different story. Who doesn't cheat, right? Except me.
but he
Ladies, hit me up.
But he admitted to his faults, and I feel as if someone admits that they did something wrong and they learn from it,
yes.
That shouldn't be canceled, because I'm pretty sure we've all made mistakes in the past and we all want to be forgiven because everything's a learning process. Mm-hmm. So that's why I agree that he shouldn't have been canceled too.
And wouldn't you rather have someone who has had a change of heart, had a change of mindset to be on your side now? I mean,
it's growth. People grow better and they learn to be better. You don't just do one thing and then it's stuck with you forever. And if that's the case, then nobody's ever gonna, improve and become a better person out of that. But that's the thing about cancel culture. It's I don't think it's a real thing, because I don't think the power of it is actually gonna end a person's career. It's gonna do it's bad PR. Like it's damaging to like their image for sure, but like you're never fully canceled like that badly so that your career is over. Like there's a lot of, you know, like the makeup community, that there's a lot of canceling in that because everyone's like, Chris is dying to say something about that right now.
What, James Charles?
Yeah, I guess it's like after like the whole James Charles Tati drama about like how he
even before that.
Yeah, and even like Jeffree Star, I think like Manny MUA and like Laura Lee, that stuff, like they still got viewers. And something that I also think about too is like Ace family. Like
I have the coronavirus, I'm sorry. I don't.
But yeah, like in the end, James Charles, he still gets like the followers, he still has the following, he still gets the views. Like even though people
it's like a dip and then he gains it again.
Yeah,
you know?
And even if like people canceled him, they're still like tweeting about him. They're still watching his videos, like even just to add hate. But like that doesn't matter to him. Even if he gets hate, he's still getting like money because people are reviewing his stuff.
Right.
Alice like rage and spite, like
oh no, this attention now.
Let me watch all his videos because I'm so angry.
Yeah.
People like like they pin, you know, like those parody videos on YouTube that they make where they pinpoint like everything that people do, and I'm like, you must have time. I mean, I watched that shit.
Drama channels.
But like the time that you would have to go through all these videos that this person did. Sorry.
Did you touch my fingernails? Sorry, go ahead.
To like go through all their tweets from like all the way from like 2000 something. That's a lot of time for you to do some fucking research.
That's like
to dig up someone's
going out of their way to
way.
Whoa, are we the same person? What are we? So that's like someone going out of their way to ruin another person, ruin a good person. If I might not, like, I know I don't know Kevin Hart personally, but for example, like that, you know what I mean? But when you said that the cancel culture doesn't have power permanently, there's only one case I know actually right on top of my head. That was that one YouTuber, Brooke Touts, who was.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay. Well, she accidentally
already irrelevant.
Well, see, because she's irrelevant. She used to have millions of viewers on YouTube, and it was about her.
What did she do?
She was a vlogger. She vlogged about her life and her dog. She accidentally uploaded this video where she where she abused her dog. So, like she was hitting it, she spat on it, she shoved it, she like did everything to it, and then society as a whole obviously saw that and canceled her. And each time she tried to make a new video, she tried to forget about the past. They reminded her about it. They negatived her about it. And now her channel is completely shut down. She totally she disappeared from social media.
When it comes to racism and homophobic jokes, that's a close call. But when you abuse an animal, you're done.
Oof.
You're
That's
done,
the line,
man.
folks. You heard it here.
PETA sponsor us because we are defenders of animals' rights.
But I mean, well, I feel like for her, she's not that big to start with. Like,
She had like 5 million viewers, which
that's
is
nothing.
Yeah, I mean, we
we
have
have
2
zero
viewers.
viewers. but it's like compared to like Kevin Hart, or like people
who are more on a platform of,
they're just like she's relevant, but not to a whole like.
She's not established.
Yeah, she's not like
Sorry, this man eat chicken nuggets in the background. Our sound tech guys are canceled.
But like I know of her because of the video.
Right.
Like I don't know her because of her YouTube career. So maybe she doesn't have that much influence to like actually continue her career after what she did, you know. But like for people like Kevin Hart or like Michael Jackson or just superstars, it's almost impossible to really end their career when they've been established for such a long time, you know? And that's what I'm saying about like cancel culture. Like you can't end someone's career who's been there like longer than you have, you know?
What if?
Yes.
Hypothetically.
Okay.
I disagree.
Tell him here.
Wow.
I think there's a grain of truth in cancel culture.
What is it?
I think we should say, hey, that is bad. We shouldn't say those things, or that there is, we should think twice about saying this. Now, I agree that it's like people spend a lot of time and energy in something that at the end doesn't matter, doesn't change anything. But I think it's fine to say, that's not all right. Let's talk about that for a second.
Right.
Of course, yeah, you get like 20,000 like dumb tweets and like YouTube comments like, oh, this man said this one thing one time. Like,
first.
yeah. Like dumb shit like that. It, like, obviously doesn't progress the conversation or doesn't like do anything. But I think we should hold people accountable.
Right.
Right.
And obviously do more than just like pat ourselves in the back, make a quick comments like, oh yeah, I showed Kevin Hart. Got homophobes.
I think what it is for me too is like I know in the end result, like we all keep saying that it wouldn't really impact the person's career as much as we think. I think what matters more to me is that there are people out there that have a misconception about these characters that I don't want them to have. You know what I mean? Like there are people out there that to this day still hate Kevin Hart based on that reason, and that bothers me as a fan of his, because I think you're directing your hate towards the wrong person. You should be directing that hate towards people who aren't redeemable, who don't have the intention to be a good person. And I think that's what bothers me the most when it comes to cases like Kevin Hart or, rest in peace, recently Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? There are cases from his past that are digged up, and despite the good person that he's become in his later life, there are still people that choose to hate this man and his legacy because of his past actions. And that's where I get really,
because it's just, I feel like it's distasteful for people to dig up someone's past when, they recently pass away.
Yeah.
Like there's like some cases of like stars who recently died, but then people are like, oh, we don't want to honor him, or we don't want to honor them because they're a shitty person. And then
there's just something about disrespecting the dead that it's not cool.
But there's like the debate. It's like, should you respect this person because of what they do, or like separating the artist from the art? Right. There's like that discussion too. Like like, can you respect someone's art versus like, would you continue to listen to like R. Kelly's music?
I'm not listening to R. Kelly's music. I mean, Trapped in the Closet was a bang. I ain't gonna lie. That's 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I personally have a hard time separating that because I see it as like a part of a whole person. People are imperfect. They do good and bad things.
Right. It's human.
And I think we should not be afraid to recognize the bad things, the bad stuff we do, or bad stuff people do. Just because it's kind of like whitewashing and like removes a lot of the context. So like I both like and dislike cancel culture because it does bring up some of the bad stuff so we can talk about it and hopefully learn more from it. But it's also a pretty lazy way to do it.
Yeah.
So I think that's like the disconnect here between what you guys see in cancel culture.
I mean, it's a way to make like superstars accountable for their actions, especially when they're representing an image or they're upholding an image and they're a role model for kids on the internet. But I think like when it comes to redemption, there's like a difference between like when someone puts out a real apology and they are, you can tell that they want to learn from their actions and like right their wrongs, versus someone who just wanted to put out an apology just to blow past the storm. Like with the case with Kobe, rest in peace. When he talked about like the allegations, like sexual assault allegations, when he brought it up, he was talking about how at the time he admitted to cheating on his wife, but the thing is, he didn't understand that he thought it was consent, but the woman retracted her statement. She said it was not consent, and he didn't understand it at the time.
Right.
And he explained that, and then she didn't press charges, and so he took accountability for his actions. Versus someone
like Bill Cosby or Harvey Weinstein,
right.
People who have repeatedly done that thing and have never apologized for it, who if they didn't get caught would probably still be doing it, versus Kobe who I believe just didn't have an understanding, like you said, and has never done it since, and has gone on to be a good father and an advocate for women and for sports and his daughters and everything like that. So those are where cancel culture needs to be recognize and step up to the right
Right.
people and direct it at the right people.
There was no overcorrection, and
Yeah.
just bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
I think like example of cancel culture working is like Kevin Spacey. Like
Yes,
people
okay.
were talking like on Reddit and stuff, like on the internet, people were making jokes about like Kevin Spacey like touching boys and like
Right.
like doing terrible things that everyone's like
Disgusting things, yeah.
like but like laughing about it. It's like
when it's a serious issue for the boy who was
yeah.
affected by that.
But that was before it became a big deal and
Uh-huh.
like before it came to light in like the popular mainstream.
Oh.
And
okay.
once that happened, people started taking these stories seriously.
Mhm.
So, and he eventually got canceled. Like, he was kicked out of House of Cards. He lost a bunch of movie deals. Like, he was basically like outcast from like mainstream Hollywood, like overnight, basically. So,
Which I think he deserves to, right?
Yeah,
Like, you
'cause-
kind of have to pay for your crimes here.
But when it comes to like,
Is there something you want to say, Vincent?
yeah.
Sorry.
So my question is like for cancel culture. Let's say I did something bad back in the day. I tweeted something. There's a video of me doing something bad, but then you guys didn't see it for many years, and now I'm doing all this good stuff, and finally it pops up. I tell you, I learned from that mistake. Do I still get canceled? Do you guys respect the fact that I
I
moved on
mean,
from
it
Or-
depends on people, cause like,
Or it depends on who it is.
it depends on how people perceive you, cause it's like, you know how like Gina Rodriguez put out that video of her singing to the Fugees, and then people were like canceling her. I mean, to me, her apology was bullshit.
Seems
you know?
unrepentant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't like
She seems like a closet.
Zero
racist.
fucks.
yeah, but like if someone was to like put out a full apology saying that they learned from their past and that was like a video or like a thing that they did in the past and they were uneducated, they didn't understand it, like if there is like some meat behind that apology, then the way the public will perceive you and who you are as a person already, like I mean it's gonna be believable for people. But if it's like you can really tell from someone's apology if they're being genuine or not.
And it's also like if you apologize and then you keep doing the thing that
Right.
Oh, then
Yeah.
then you don't deserve it, Vincent.
then you don't deserve like any empathy, and then
Yeah.
you did it just to do it and there was no heart to it. So I guess it's just like we gave you a chance to redeem yourself. You say that you're gonna change and you don't. So like if it really hurts the people and you say like you understand that it hurts the people and you keep doing it, that's when I would like cancel someone personally.
Right.
Yeah, it depends on the context. So, as I said before, like people are complex. Like sometimes people do bad things and then they keep doing bad things and don't change. Other times people learn from that and grow. So it takes a lot of judgment from like normal people to decide, if they think this person's still bad. And I think in today's society, it's pretty easy to like take shortcuts and just go with the popular crowd or not put in the work to do research. And I mean, it's a lot of work for like something that honestly doesn't mean much to like most people's lives.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
Kevin Hart's I'm sorry, but Kevin Hart's popularity means like nothing to me.
Yeah, sure.
Like I don't get like it's all
You
like a
don't live or
stock.
die,
Like,
right, yeah. I mean, it doesn't pay your bills.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, people also jump on the hate train
Too
like,
easily.
there's a lot of people on the internet who are not fucking educated, and they jump on whatever train that there is and ride it all the way to the end because they have nothing better to do and they don't do their research and like it. I think cancel culture, like there's probably people out there who want to genuinely bring light to an issue and like call out people and to educate others about it, like the topic, because as a society we should be more aware and informed of what is acceptable and what is taboo. But there's a lot of people out there who really don't know what's going on with the situation. They just jump on it and that's when misinformation gets spread,
Yeah.
about
I think
hate.
that one example that I can think of was like that Nike commercial with Colin Kaepernick when everyone like just saw it and they were like, this is such like a political statement. Why is this company bringing in like the political statement? But they never watch it. They would just read the headline of like a specific like bias thing. But like when you watch it, it's just saying like, oh, you should be doing like the right thing even though it's hard, which is like a simple message, but people like misconstrued it. They canceled Nike. They would like buy Nike items and then burn it. It's just like you're still supporting.
When you already give your money.
That's like stupid people doing stupid shit. Like,
Yeah.
It's like a Rorschach test, right? You see what you want to see, and when you come in primed with like headlines, all this like negative atmosphere around it, talk about it, you're going to come in preconceived notions instead of making your own decision. And I think that's an issue in like today's society where people aren't comfortable saying that they don't have enough information to decide. Like, I don't know enough to make a decision here, and they just go with whatever like other people are saying.
right.
And then what they output from that is damaging. Do your own research. Do your own study before you make an opinion that could ruin someone's life or character.
Or your own life.
There you go. So that about wraps up this. We hope you learned something. We hope you learned something. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. We'd love to hear what you think about cancel culture or any stories you want to share. We have been Talk is Deep, and we're gonna peace out.
Yeah.
Comment and subscribe, please.
I mean, don't say please. Please subscribe. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.